Did you know that a simple vitamin, yes, the kind many people take daily thinking it's keeping them safe, could actually be silently throwing off your blood pressure and increasing your risk of a stroke? And the scariest part, it can happen at night, while you sleep, no pain, no warning signs. We grow up hearing that vitamins are synonymous with health. But does that really apply to everyone? And more importantly, does it still hold true after 60 today? We're revealing the 6 most dangerous vitamins for your blood pressure and how they can affect your heart, circulation, and even your brain. Without you noticing, let's start with the most common mistake among seniors. As the years go by, it's natural to look for ways to strengthen the body. Energy drops, test results change, and doctors start recommending extra care. That's when supplements come into play. Capsules for bones, the heart, memory. This is where many people make a dangerous and common mistake, believing that if it's a vitamin, it must be good for you. This idea has spread over time. Ads-friendly advice, well-meaning salespeople, they all repeat that vitamins are natural, healthy, and harmless. That's why millions take them on their own, without guidance, without tests, often without even reading the label properly. But what most people don't know is that under certain conditions, these vitamins can do the opposite. Instead of protecting you, they can throw your blood pressure out of balance, interfere with your meds, and even increase your risk of a stroke. And this isn't just speculation. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, analyzed supplement use among seniors and found that nearly 40% of adults over 65 take at least one supplement that could negatively interact with their medications, often without realizing it. And we're not talking about extremes. This usually happens when the dose is higher than the body needs. The supplement is taken at the wrong time. There's interaction with other medications. Or the body, already more sensitive, simply can't handle the excess. After 60, the body doesn't respond like it used to. The liver and kidneys slow down. Absorption changes. What was safe at 30 might be risky now. That's why the idea that vitamins are always good needs to be seriously reconsidered. And before we go any further, drop a comment below. Where are you watching from? We want to see just how far this message of health and prevention is reaching. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the Age with Strength channel, because here, every video is made to protect your independence, your health, and your life. Now, to really understand this issue, we need to talk about the most popular and also one of the most misused vitamins, vitamin D. For years, vitamin D has been praised as essential for bone health, immunity, and even mental well-being. And it is important, especially after 60, when the body naturally produces less of it. That's why many doctors recommend supplementation. But that's where the risk comes in. Taking too much vitamin D without proper supervision can be dangerous. When consumed in high doses, vitamin D significantly increases calcium absorption into the bloodstream. The problem is, instead of going to your bones, that calcium can start building up on your artery walls, like your body's plumbing hardening from the inside. This reduces the flexibility of your blood vessels, makes circulation harder, and puts extra strain on your heart. The result? Your blood pressure can quietly spike, especially at night when your body is supposed to be winding down. Instead of resting, your heart stays on high alert, working harder than it should. According to the Cleveland Clinic, taking more than 4,000 IU of vitamin D daily without medical supervision can raise the risk of hypercalcemia, excess calcium in the blood, which may lead to kidney issues, high blood pressure, and even vascular calcification. In other words, what seems like a harmless supplement can actually pave the way for clots, arrhythmias, and even strokes. So before you take vitamin D every day, it's worth stopping to think. Do you know the dosage of your supplement? Did a doctor prescribe it? Do you regularly check your calcium and vitamin D levels? After 60, what protects you can also harm you. It all depends on how it's used. Now let's talk about vitamin E. It's long been known as the heart's best friend. And yes, it acts as an antioxidant, helping protect cells from damage. Many people take it believing it prevents heart attacks, strengthens blood vessels, and boosts circulation. But what few people realize is that in certain situations, vitamin E can become extremely dangerous, especially for those already taking heart medications. If you use blood thinners like aspirin, warfarin, or even some heart drugs, Combining them with vitamin E can thin your blood too much. This drastically raises the risk of internal bleeding, including one of the most serious and silent types, a brain hemorrhage. This kind of interaction is often called silent by doctors because it doesn't show immediate symptoms. You believe you're taking care of yourself, but without realizing it, you could be putting your brain at risk, a risk that could be avoided with a simple adjustment. And this warning is real. The American Heart Association has already emphasized that antioxidant supplements like vitamin E should not be taken without medical evaluation, especially by people who use prescription medications for heart or circulation issues. The danger lies exactly in the good intention, trying to protect your heart and ending up harming your brain. If you've had arrhythmias, unstable blood pressure, a history of stroke, or take blood thinners, talk to your doctor before continuing with vitamin E. Sometimes, what feels like a health habit might be quietly sabotaging your well-being. Now, about vitamin B6, it could be the slow burn of your nerves. Have you ever felt tingling in your hands? Numbness in your feet? A strange sensation, like your nerves are misfiring? Many people blame these symptoms on aging, poor circulation, or even diabetes. But what most don't know is that excess vitamin B6 could also be the silent culprit. Vitamin B6 is found in many supplements, marketed for memory, energy, and wellness. And while it is important for the brain and nervous system, high and continuous doses can cause a condition called peripheral neuropathy, a degeneration of the nerves that affects sensation, balance, and even your ability to walk. Most concerning is that this damage builds up over time and is often irreversible. A study published in the Neurology journal found that adults taking more than 100 milligrams of vitamin B6 per day for several months showed clear signs of nerve damage. This is far more common than people think, especially since many combination supplements exceed this dosage without consumers realizing it. And the symptoms don't show up all at once. They creep in slowly, day by day. Mild numbness, loss of sensitivity, imbalance, trouble holding objects, or walking steadily. For those over 60, these symptoms are especially alarming because they can mimic early signs of a stroke. Many people end up in the ER thinking they've had one, only to find out the real cause was an uncontrolled B6 supplement. So if you're taking energy capsules or brain-boosting formulas, read the label carefully. And most importantly, talk to your doctor before continuing. When it comes to your nervous system, too much of a good thing can come at a very high cost. Now, let's talk about vitamin A. The pressure hidden inside your skull. Vitamin A is widely known for its benefits to vision, skin, and the immune system. It's found in foods like carrots, liver, eggs, and in many supplements aimed at eye health and aging skin. But what almost no one talks about is that in excess, vitamin A can become toxic, and the first symptoms of this toxicity can be mistaken for a stroke. When it builds up in the body, especially through continuous supplement use, vitamin A can accumulate in the liver, tissues, and even the brain. This buildup can lead to increased intracranial pressure, an abnormal pressure inside the head. Think of it as a silent swelling in your skull. It starts causing symptoms like blurred vision, persistent headaches, dizziness, nausea, and in more serious cases, mental confusion. All of this can happen without warning and is often confused with serious neurological conditions. According to the National Institutes of Health, NIH, prolonged intake of more than 10,000 IU of vitamin A per day can lead to toxicity, especially in older adults, whose livers are already less efficient. And here's the kicker. Vitamin A is fat-soluble, meaning it gets stored in the body and doesn't flush out easily, like B vitamins or vitamin C. Many people take capsules to improve their skin or protect their vision without realizing they might be feeding a silent bomb inside their head. And by the time symptoms appear, it's often too late for a simple fix, like just stop taking it. If you experience frequent headaches, blurred vision, or confusion upon waking, it's worth checking not just your blood pressure, but also your vitamin A levels. Prevention might come down to a simple blood test and a more mindful decision about what you're putting into your body. Another familiar name is niacin, also known as vitamin B3, which is widely used by people trying to improve their cholesterol. For decades, it's been recommended as a way to lower LDL bad cholesterol and raise HDL good cholesterol. That's why it's not uncommon to see people over 60 taking niacin on their own, hoping to protect their heart. But what most people don't know is that, in high doses, niacin can cause unexpected and sometimes dangerous effects on your circulation and blood pressure. When taken in excess, niacin triggers a phenomenon called vasodilation. The blood vessels suddenly widen, causing a warm sensation, facial flushing, and a temporary drop in blood pressure. Minutes later, the body tries to balance it out, and the vessels constrict again. This back and forth may seem harmless, but for people with heart problems, it can place dangerous stress on the cardiovascular system. According to the Mayo Clinic, taking high doses of niacin, more than 1,000 milligrams per day, can lead to arrhythmias, liver damage, and unstable blood pressure, especially in older adults or those already on heart medications. And the scariest part, this effect often strikes at night while you're sleeping. Many people report waking up dizzy, slurring their speech, or feeling like they're having a stroke, when in reality, it's just the body reacting to an overdose of a simple supplement. That's why, if you're taking niacin, even if it was prescribed for cholesterol, regular checkups and medical supervision are essential. What helps one part of the body might quietly harm another. Now, with all these warnings, you might be wondering, should I stop taking all supplements? The answer is, not necessarily. Vitamins are important, no doubt about it. The body needs them to function well, especially as we age and nutrient absorption declines, increasing the risk of deficiencies. But here's the key. Vitamins should be taken mindfully, not impulsively. After 60, your body no longer reacts like it did at 30. Your kidneys, liver, and gut, they all change. What was once easily flushed out might now build up. And what seems like a small dose could become a real risk if taken daily for weeks or months without proper control. The key is personalization. Instead of following what everyone is taking or a tip from the internet, take the safer route. Talk to your doctor before starting any supplement. Ask for blood tests to check your actual needs. Read the labels carefully, check the dosage, ingredients, and possible interactions. Avoid formulas with sky-high doses or miracle promises, because what works for one person could be dangerous for another. And when it comes to your blood pressure, circulation, and brain, every detail matters. At the end of the day, this video isn't about fearing supplements. It's about opening your eyes to a reality few people talk about. After 60, everything changes, including how your body responds to vitamins. What once seemed harmless might now be a hidden risk, and what you're taking every day, thinking it's doing good, might actually be affecting your pressure, circulation, or even your nerves without you noticing. But here's the good news. You hold the power to choose. With information, medical guidance, and conscious decisions, you can continue taking care of your body safely, without giving up the vitality and freedom you deserve. So here's our invitation. Which of these vitamins have you taken without knowing the risks? Tell us in the comments. Your story could help someone else avoid the same mistake. And if this video made sense to you, share it with someone who might also be unknowingly exposed to this silent risk. Remember, at 60-70, mentor is knowledge. And here on Age with Strength, that knowledge always comes with care, clarity, and deep respect for your journey. See you in the next video.